everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is that time of the year where summer is just around the corner and I will have time to relax and read a lot of books, which is always amazing. So today I have decided to do a video about some books that I'm excited to read during summer. So this is kind of a tentative TBR summer reading video. I'm not promising that I'm going to get to all of these books, but I am most excited to see them on my shelves and get to them eventually in the near future. So let me just get started on the very first book in my large pile of novels. The first one is the conclusion to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and this is obviously The Return of the King. Last summer I read the first two books in about a week, and then for some reason I decided to not read the third book straight away. But I have to, so because I want to, and here we have it. The next book is a book that has been standing on my shelves for the better part of 3 to 4 years, which is a shame because I have heard amazing things about this author. This is The Stranger's Child by Alan Hollinghurst. I remember buying this in Berlin when I went there with my sister some years ago because of the cover and because of the synopsis, but I just never got around to it, and I really feel like getting around to it this summer. I would also like to read some of my Penguin English Library classics, just because I have a few of them left on my TBR and they're always nice to read during the summer for some reason. Here we have The Portrait of a Lady by Henry James, which I am kind of intrigued to pick up. I don't know if it has anything to do with summer or if it's very summery. I don't think it is, but it looks gorgeous and I kind of want to read it this summer. I also have Shirley by Charlotte Bronte in that same edition, which is coming for me in the mail. I love Charlotte Bronte and really want to get to know her authorship better, so I might pick up that one as well over this summer. Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This is the third and final novel by her, which I haven't read yet, so I need to do that. It's not that long, but the font is kind of tiny, but I'm not complaining. I love her stories. They are very educating, and I'm just, as you have already guessed, excited to pick it up. Then we have the most humongous book on my TBR list, and that is The Summer Garden by Paulina Simons, the third and final book in this series, the Bronze Horseman series, I think it's called. I have read the first two books and loved them over the past years, so I really want to read this one as well. And reading the synopsis, I'm so excited to get back to these characters, Tatiana and Alexander, who are the most endearing, also a little bit troublesome, but they are quite endearing for me to read about. I have mentioned Ali Smith for the past many videos. I keep saying I really want to read it, but I never do, and it's not because I don't want to or whatever. I just don't have the time for it. There are so many books that I need to read and review sometimes, and yeah, there hasn't been time for this one yet, but I hope I will be able to make time for it this summer. I remember buying it last summer, intending to actually read it last summer, but I didn't, so I guess now is the time to actually do so. I also kind of want to know if Ali Smith is an author for me, because if she is, I know there are so many other amazing books by her out there, and I've heard that either you love her or you don't. I also have coming for me in the mail The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, which I love Morgan Matson. I love reading her books during summer. They are perfect for that. So whenever that book arrives, I'm definitely going to dive into it straight away. And then Margaret Atwood, The Robber Bride. This is because I want to get to know Margaret Atwood better. I have read a couple of her books and they intrigue me, but I'm still on the fence about whether I really love her as an author. So this is another chance for me to get to know her. I've actually been a bit ambitious and bought 2 or 3 other of her novels, which are coming for me in the mail. So I don't know why I did that. I just have this idea in my head that I'm going to love her, and I think I'm going to like this book. This one sounds intriguing, about some kind of woman who is a pain in the ass, but who keeps haunting these girlfriends of hers who think that she has disappeared, but apparently she hasn't. I think that's what it's about. I have 2 books left on... No, I have 3 books left, because I also have a book on my Kindle which is The Chimes by Anna Smale. This one is about music, and it was nominated for the Man Booker Prize last year. And I've had it on my Kindle for the better part of a year, and I really want to read it, so I need to get to that one as well. And then we also have a book by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This is Tender is the Night, and I really just need to read it. I have heard beautiful things about this story, and I also think that the cover, the beauty of this cover, inspires me to read it. And the very last book is this one, which screams summer to me. This is called Wildflower Hill, and it is by Kimberly Freeman. I know nothing about the author. I just know that I bought this one because I don't remember. It's something about I could save some money if I bought another book, an extra book, and this one was the book. It's about different time periods, so we go from 1929 to today in Britain, and I just like those kinds of stories that deal with different characters over different times. And that is it for this video. I'm now going to place all of these books on my nightstand so that I can look at them and remember to read them over the summer. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Happy reading, everyone!